Simple and plain. To be the best, you have to win. That's why I play the game.
And I'm truly blessed and thankful for this opportunity, and I can't wait to get started. And then secondly, I've been blessed to be able to go into my 14th season. And each year I try to find ways, like Rob mentioned, to be able to uplift and make my teammates better around me. And AD and Bron are friends of mine first. And me being their teammate, my job is to come in and uplift them. And they do the same with me, vice versa. And as the season prolongs, we will figure it out. There will be ups, there will be downs, and that's normal. That's okay. But we will figure out how to play the best way that we want to play to be able to win a championship.
Kyle Goon, Orange County Register. Russ, I was just wondering what it was like kind of talking to LeBron and AD, sort of getting a comfort level that you guys could kind of work a chemistry and a fit on and off the court. What were those conversations like, and how did you get comfortable with the idea that you guys could all play together?
Honestly, this stuff happens so quickly. This happened so fast, the last 2 weeks or so. But we've had brief conversations and talked about obviously what we need to do and how we need to do that. And we'll address that as training camp and as the season comes along, and we'll figure it out.
So, as we all know, Russell Westbrook is officially a Los Angeles Laker. And as we can see, him and LeBron James have wasted no time getting in the gym. And there's been a lot of chatter about Russell Westbrook coming to the Lakers. Most of it negative, some of it positive. But for me personally, I'm of the mindset that no matter who comes to the Lakers, I'm going to rock with them and I'm going to be on board with whatever Rob Pelinka and the front office has got going on. Because that's ultimately what being a true Los Angeles Lakers fan is all about. And if I'm being completely honest, Russell Westbrook was always, even before the trade, one of my favourite players in the league, just because of his commitment to the team and the way he brings it out there on the floor every single night. And when you pair him alongside a player like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, you straight away have one of the most historical teams in NBA history. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to specifically talk about the fit between LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. And I'm going to talk about it from an overall skills perspective and an overall basketball perspective. Now, from a skills point of view, both of these players legitimately have a case for being the best playmaker in NBA history. First of all, you have a guy in LeBron James who is the greatest court general I've ever seen pick up a basketball. And when it comes to IQ and basketball smarts, you could argue he's the greatest of all time in that category as well. And he has shown the ability to make the right play time and time again. And he's even been criticized for it. But he's always said that he will always make the right play. And that's why he's been so successful in the league. You then have a player like Russ, who is a triple-double threat every single night. And let's not forget, he broke Oscar Robinson's record, a record which no one thought could ever be beaten. So the Lakers are going to have at least one of the all-time elite playmakers on the court at all times, which is going to completely open up our offense and give guys great looks. And with these two dudes, you also have two of the most athletic players to ever play in the NBA. And they're both literally a one-man fast break, and teams are constantly going to be on the back foot because Bron and Russ are going to play up-tempo and use their strength to get to the basket, and it's going to take a hell of a lot to stop them. We know how freakish LeBron James is, and you could argue that Russell Westbrook's the most athletic point guard alongside Derrick Rose in NBA history. So LeBron James and Russell Westbrook's playmaking ability combined with their athleticism is really going to be the heart of this Lakers offense and this Lakers team, and it's really going to go a long way to the Lakers winning the championship this year. And from a basketball and team perspective, these two guys have an ability which is very rare in this league, and that's how to make everyone better around them. We've seen this throughout LeBron James's career. No one can make their team better more than LeBron James does, and that's what makes him so special, and that's again why he's been so successful in this league. And then we've seen Russ do the same thing as well, especially in his MVP year, where he literally carried OKC that year. And that's what makes this trade so important. You know, people can talk about how Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, in a sense, struggle from the three-point line. But when you have this rare ability to make everyone around you so much better, like LeBron James and Russell Westbrook can, it really doesn't matter how much of a spacing issue a team has, because ultimately LeBron James and Russell Westbrook are going to put the team in the best position possible no matter the situation. And I'll go back to what Russell said in his press conference at the start of the video. He said there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but we'll figure it out. And when you have these God-given gifts like LeBron James and Russell Westbrook do in terms of IQ and how to make players better, I'm 100% confident that they're going to get the job done. Because at the end of the day, what both these players have been through, what they've seen, all the hard work, all the experience they have, and all the amount of talent that they have will ultimately outweigh the overall negatives in terms of the fit on this team. And LeBron James has always gone by a saying, never cheat the game, because the game will always give back to you. And in my eyes, Russell Westbrook and LeBron James have never cheated the game. They've always put in 100%. They've always been great role models. And that's ultimately why they're such good leaders on the court and why they've gained so much respect around the league after all these years. But in saying that, because LeBron James and Russell Westbrook in a sense are very similar players, and this might sound a little bit contradicting after what I just had to say about overall talent and things, for this to work, you do need those three-point specialists that they can kick it out to, because when LeBron James and Russell Westbrook are coming down the court at 100 miles an hour, you do need those guys that you can rely on to hit those shots at the top of the key or in the corner when these guys are drawing double teams, triple teams, because that will also allow Anthony Davis to go to work, and we know that Anthony Davis can pretty much do whatever he wants, and that's ultimately what they've done. Wayne Ellington, Malik Monk, Kent Bazemore, Trevor Ariza, Carmelo Anthony, you know, these guys that can really go out there and shoot that three ball at a high clip. So I just think what the front office has done in the aftermath of the Russell Westbrook trade was 100% what we needed on this team. And as I said, these players bringing the ball up the court are really going to open up the offense for the Lakers, and there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to be one of the best offenses in the league and be a really hard team to stop offensively. But that was sort of my little breakdown of how I think Russell Westbrook and LeBron James can play together in terms of an overall fit. But let me know what you guys think. Can Russell Westbrook and LeBron James play effectively together? How's the rotation going to work? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But for now, it's been your boy Jay from Lakers Exclusive. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.